Welcome back to Marriage or Hell Nah. Fellas, I got a story for you this morning and I had to bring it to you guys. So, without further ado, it's story time. And today we're going to be talking about a man who happens to find that today is the day that he caught his wife cheating. So, let's get into it. Caught my wife cheating today. Where do I go from here? Been married 11 years, have a 4-year-old daughter together. I've been suspicious for the last few weeks and actually confronted her about it last week as she has been a lot of time on her phone. She says she was talking to her family, has been busy at work, and for a little bit, the situation seemed to improve. The other day, I noticed that her phone partner sharing was turned off. I asked her about it if she turned it off by mistake and then turned it back on. Today, I received a notification of a new photo, went to check, and it was a screenshot of some romantic messages between her and a guy. I called her and said, I think you saved a photo down by mistake. Is there anything you want to tell me? She hung up. I saved the photo down and sent to her asking what was going on. So let's just take a pause right there. Fellas, when your woman becomes very short, aggressive in this type of way, meaning like she's just non responding and you know something's going on, always go with your gut feeling. Always go with your gut feeling. Doesn't matter what she says at all. You need to trust that. She said the guy sought her out on LinkedIn and has been chasing her for some time and forced her to say those things. I obviously don't buy that and try to discuss further as she said that she's super busy at work and can't talk. Bit of back and forth. I told her to block this dude or we're done. Congratulations for you, bro. Do not put up with that type of bad behavior because if you keep going down the line like this, making everything seem like it's all good when you know that she's doing something behind your back, when you try to bring it up later on down the line, she's going to be telling you that you're insecure about something, trying to make it seem like you're worried about absolutely nothing. No, if you know that this type of stuff is going on, you shut it down and you immediately make it known to her. So that way, the ball's in her court and she can choose to do whatever she wants to do. But let it fly, meaning say what is on your mind. Do not hold it in. She says she blocked him, but keeps going on about how busy she is with work and can't talk any further. So sometimes when people write this, I try to kind of read it and try to understand a little bit, and it can be confusing. So obviously, she said that she blocked him. Now, do we trust that? Not really. That's just my personal belief. I wouldn't believe a liar or a cheater. That's just the way I roll. But let's keep going. Well, that was today, the day I found out. I'm on my way home to take my daughter to a swimming lesson as I type this and haven't seen my wife since. I really don't know where to go from here. I think he tried to make it seem like he called his wife out and she isn't particularly apologetic or responsible or showing any type of responsibility for it. Bro, like I said before, man, like if your wife is this cold and this is a woman you've been married to for 11 years, you have a 4-year-old daughter and she can just basically hang up on you, basically feel like she doesn't have to answer your questions, even then when you called her out or you caught her in this case, depending on the way he wrote this, she's not going to accept responsibility of it. Of course she doesn't, because she feels like she can do no wrong. And then she doesn't answer to you, even though you guys have been married together for this amount of time, bro. It's already over. And he says thoughts here, but I'm going to let you guys know quickly where we're heading with this, because I don't play around with this. Cheating, infidelity, that's one thing I don't play around with. I don't believe in things like reconciliation after that. Bro, she does cheating because that men really care about that. Most of us, let's be honest with ourselves, we really do care about that. And when you start going around cheating on the marriage, it's looking like divorce time. Well, an update. My wife was kind enough to tell me that the guy is a wealthy businessman and he wants her to divorce so that they can marry. What a piece of work. I mean, really? It was said in a way that I'm supposed to care about this guy's feelings and what he wants. My wife wants to take my daughter. I don't have to worry about her anymore. I just dot 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 dot. I have nothing. I guess this is it. I had a chat with her. She told me that she believes that she had a relationship with this guy in a past life. See, that's some of that free spirited bullshit. I feel like I stepped into another dimension. This is nuts. Absolutely, brother. It sounds nuts to me as well. She's actually trying to get me to fight for her love. I told her he needs to be gone or I'm moving on. She gave me a bunch of nonsense. So I think I'll be seeing a lawyer tomorrow. Bravo to you, brother. Bravo to you. Any case like this. And ladies, if you watching this, understand that I show men about what a good woman looks like, but if a woman is married for 11 years, they have a 4-year-old daughter together, that man's doing things that he needs to do. You don't hear anything about him cheating, but yet she's out there cheating. Then when he tries to converse with her about what's going on within the relationship, she gets real short with him, hangs up the phone with him, has basically nothing to say. And then when he brings up the fact that he knows that she's been cheating with all the romantic messages, what happens? She does nothing. She doesn't take accountability for it or even some type of semblance of responsibility. And then this low life, who's supposed to be this wealthy businessman who wants to home wreck somebody else's home. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, I'm sorry, that's just a bitch ass man move. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that anyway. I don't care how much money you got, but if you want to sit up there and just try to steal another man's wife, that's just low down and pathetic to me personally. But then also, she's basically going to try to say, "Hey, we're going to take the daughter here. You don't have anything to worry about because this guy is financially set." You know what happens a lot in these cases? Women will wreck this marriage that she has with this gentleman, goes over here with the supposedly wealthy businessman. That doesn't work out in 3 to 6 months. Then she wants to crawl back over here to this guy, and this guy is just supposed to wait around. But it really goes to this guy to say, you know what? He's already questioned it. He knows that this behavior is unacceptable, but he already knows that he's starting the process of going to see an attorney or a lawyer in this case, which he should. So kudos to this man. And that's the reason why a lot of fellas need to learn these lessons, bro. If she's acting up like this, bro, there ain't nothing you're going to be able to do to talk to her about it. Forget that. Move on with your life because she's the one that wrecked your home, not you. But as you guys know, that's the reason why I love this community because I really like the fact that people chime in on these stories to be able to help give guidance of what they have gone through or what has worked or not worked for them. And then we could be able to talk about this as a community, be able to help other guys out here that might be going through similar situations. So that's the reason why I love these stories. But let's get into what this commenter had to say. Hey, yeah, here are some thoughts. Go see a lawyer and find out what divorce looks like for you. Do not let her know you went. Act different to her. Only talk when it is really necessary, like about your daughter. Act normal when your daughter is present. Give your wife the shortest answer possible when you really need to answer the question. Start splitting finances. Let her pay for her own stuff. Have your salary on your own account. Only pay half of all joint expenses or joint things, like for the house, food, etc. Act really indifferent, like do not ask her how her day was. Do not bring this affair up. When she asks how your day was, do not answer, bro. Like, yo, I like this now. It might be a little cold, but at the end of the day, this man's fighting for his life, man. And you guys know what we mean by that. It's like so many people go through these situations, they get divorced, and then this guy might be having to pay child support where she's going to be with this wealthy businessman. How about they let the father keep the daughter and then that wealthy businessman and her pay child support? But we already know how these situations go. So this man is fighting for his life, and his moves need to be calculated. If you go out and she asks you where you're going, do not answer. This is hard and cold, but like you stated, that she shows no remorse, so the marriage is just beyond saving. And this guy's 100% spot on, bro. She don't even care about what she did. So to her, it's over. Might as well act on it. You know her excuse is completely BS. She could have blocked him or reported him or just deleted the messages or just ignored him. He really did not force her to send those messages, and you know that. When the papers are ready, have her served at work with the message that she needs to speak to you so she can do that via your lawyer. So I really like this, man, because that's the reason why I bring stories like this to you guys on this channel. It could be stories, it could be reaction videos, it could be shorts, but it's all going to help men make better decisions out here in this dating market or particular in this marriage market because there's so many of us that go through situations like this, whether you're in a dating market or you're going through it with your wife. And a lot of us need to be prepared for these situations when they occur. So that's the reason why I like bringing you guys these stories. So with that being said, make sure you guys are subscribed and you got those bell notifications on just because you never know when I might drop a story. Communication regarding your daughter will be done via co-parent app. And from then on there will be no more face-to-face communications. Oh yeah, one more thing. Do not move out of the house. That last point is very important. Do not move out of that house. The reason why is it's your house too. So you don't want to find yourself in a bad situation. It's looking like divorce time. We do not fool around with cheaters on this channel. And if she wants to do that behind your back and say that this guy forced her to do any of that, well, she could have shut all that stuff down. And then when you brought it up to her, she started getting mad. You know what? It's looking like time to call up that lawyer. So until next time, fellas, make better decisions out here, but do not be afraid to follow your gut. Until the next time, I'm out. Peace.